Hey, third try. Had the maintenance people in today, and they did a bunch of painting, and we're waiting on the paint to dry. I think you'll have to come in and do another coat of paint on the ceiling because it doesn't quite match um, like it should have. So, but Monday or Tuesday, they're going to come in. They're going to move the fridge over to where it needs to be, so I can have access to my cabinets. And then they're going to have the gas company come in and make sure everything's the way it should be, and have the gas turned back on for this winter. And then they're going to be working replacing windows also next week. So it's kind of where things are at. I got another color started on this. It's a light baby mint color. And then I'll switch. I'm switching between dark and light colors of blue to get that kind of ombre color block look going. And I've had to restart a couple of rows and things. So I've just been going slow with it. My other blankets that I did those in like a day or so because I was motivated to do it, and the blanket was actually the right tension and everything. It was coming out right. So hopefully I'll have that finished in another week or so, providing that I don't have to deal with the maintenance people being here all the time. And because having to keep the dogs out of trouble while that was going on. Well, it's another day in Trumpland, and I don't like the fact that we're watching our military be turned against the citizens of this country for one man's ego, which is not democracy. It's authoritarianism. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. I hope everybody's staying safe. That you're not having to worry when you walk down the street about men that are wearing masks over their face and Kevlar vests and with no identification to let you know who they are, grabbing you off the street, or getting pepper sprayed or hit with rubber bullets. One of the things that really pisses me off is a Presbyterian pastor who was just standing there praying, was shot in the head with a rubber bullet by a sniper on a rooftop. And they laughed about it. And I bet every one of those people that are working for ICE thinks they're a good Christian. And it somehow, some way, they can justify this with Jesus. think it can be justified. Once Trump is finally gone, and J.D. Vance is gone, the rest of his little minions are out of the White House, and we can work on getting back to the country that we used to have. It's just going to take a long time, folks. In the meantime, keep crafting, keep loving each other. Don't look down on people because they're the wrong skin color, or the wrong religion, or they don't love the right people, have the right lifestyle. Don't look down on people for that. Jesus said love one another. He didn't give any qualifications. And he said judge not. Because if you judge, you'll be judged. And yeah, it's a big temptation to be judgmental right now. I can't really not be a little bit judgmental about what's happening, because it is affecting so many people that I know. My landlord's daughter is a doctor who lives in Chicago, and she has to worry about this. And they're Jewish. And she has to worry about when she goes into work, if she's going to be harassed by these people that are presenting themselves to be something that they may or may not be. She has to worry about them coming into the hospital and grabbing up patients, disappearing them. Chicago was a lot more peaceful town before Trump decided to invade it. I remember what Chicago is like, because I had a chance to visit there a few years back. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. And even though there's crime in every city in America, Chicago was a very peaceful town. They had their crime. They even had violent crime. They even had murders every once in a while. But the mayor and the governor of Illinois, they had all that under control. They didn't need the invasion of ICE and the National Guard being sent into their city, their state. They didn't need that. And all this chaos. We didn't have it before Trump took office. So it's hard for me not to be judgmental about Trump. I've tried giving him the benefit of the doubt. And he just proves over and over and over again how I thought about him from the time he was 18 years old and he first entered my sphere of, he first showed up in the news and in the movies and stuff. My first impressions of him have remained constant. And even more so since I've been listening to his niece, who is a psychologist. I've listened to her talk about growing up with Donald for her uncle. He's always been a spoiled, rotten, rich kid who doesn't have any use for anybody but himself. He's always been a crybaby and a boy and a coward. And that's all he's ever going to be. Now he's trying to be a dictator. And every day he grows closer. And a lot of people are saying, this is not what I voted for. But she did. This is what you voted for. And I really hope that those of you who voted for Donald Trump are happy that the seed you planted has grown into such a corrupt and vile and poisonous tree that has divided our country. I just hope you're happy. And I don't know how you're going to justify this. I don't know how you can call yourself a Christian and justify what's being done to our country and to people that never did you any harm. Think about it. Pray about it. And y'all have a good week.